you for downloading the demo version of AutoFluent software. In this video, I will show you some of the basic functions of AutoFluent that will help you to get the most out of this program. To begin with, log into the system by clicking the drop-down and selecting either the administrator or Ben Norris, and then click the Login button. Both of these employees have full system rights. To simplify things, the buttons for Sales, Inventory, Customers, and Vendors will allow you to completely manage each of those parts of your business. The buttons below each category will allow you quick access to these common tasks. The Reports button allows you to select and run a report from all available reports. The buttons below will let you choose from the reports that only deal with that particular category. The clock icon is where your employees can punch in and out of the time clock. The calendar icon takes you to the scheduler. The gear icon is where you will manage all of the settings of AutoFluent. The question mark icon will take you to the online help guide for AutoFluent. To create a new work order or quote, click on the Sales button. Now hover over the New button. You can now create a new customer and work order or a new customer and quote. If you select a customer from the top of the screen before hovering over the New button, you can also create a new work order or quote for that selected customer. With a work order or quote now open, you can enter in your new customer's details and select how they were referred to you. You can also enter in the vehicle's details. The full version of AutoFluent includes a free Carfax lookup which will allow you to pull in the vehicle's details by simply entering in either the license plate and state or province, or by entering in the vehicle's VIN. You can also choose your new customer's sales rep, mechanic, sales category, price level, tax type, and terms. To add parts and labor to your quote or work order, you have a few options. Clicking on the magnifying glass on any line will bring up your inventory. Find the item in inventory that you want to add to your quote or work order and click the Select button. The item will be added to the line that you were on in the work order or quote. Another way to add parts and package jobs to your work orders or quotes is to click the One-Click Services button. This is a fully configurable list where you can simply click the button for the item and it will be added to a work order. You can also manually enter the items of which you know the catalog number. For instance, let's say you were buying a starter from one of your vendors and wanted to charge the customer an hour of labor. In the first column called Catalog, type in OP, which stands for Outside Part. Notice when you click in the description box that the item is highlighted and says Miscellaneous Part. This is so that you can type in the name and/or part number of the item you are adding. Enter the name of the part and click the blue letter P. On this window, you can select the vendor that you've purchased the part from, enter a reference number for the part, and enter a cost for the item. The markups for outside parts are completely configurable in the system settings, but from here you can enter in a specific markup percentage or a final price that you want to charge the customer. Once both the vendor and reference number have been entered, you will be able to enter a core charge, if applicable, as well as a freight charge. You can also create a new inventory part for this item. Once you are satisfied with the information you have entered, click the OK button. Now in the catalog column below the part that you just entered, type in SL. This stands for Shop Labor. Just like with outside parts, the text is highlighted so you can enter a description of the labor if you'd like. You can adjust the quantity as needed. In the catalog column below the labor you entered, you can type in SBT and click any other line to place a subtotal under the items that you've entered. When you purchase the AutoFluent system, you will also be able to add parts or labor by clicking this button. We will set up your existing labor guide and parts supplier so that you can pull information and order parts directly through their interface. The optional AutoAware integration will let you search for particular jobs and provide you with accurate labor times and the ability to find and order parts from all of your vendors in a simple-to-use interface. You can also add service intervals to your quote or work order and find the proper oil and oil filter for the vehicle you are servicing. Ask your AutoFluent representative for more details. You can also include a discount if you'd like by adjusting the discount amount for parts, labor, or both. If you are satisfied with the items that you have added to the work order, You can choose to preview the work order to make sure that everything looks okay by pressing this button. If you are ready to create an invoice from this work order, hover over the Done button and select Invoice. In the demo, you can choose to enter tire pressure or click Cancel. You can turn this pop-up off in System Settings if you wish. If the customer is paying with only one payment method, click the button for the corresponding method and the amount will be entered. If the customer is paying with cash, enter the amount of cash that the customer gave you and the change will be calculated below. Once you have entered the payment method, click the Done button and the invoice will print. Congratulations on creating your first invoice. If you have any other questions, give us a call today and schedule a live demo.